Have you ever wondered why some people get rich easily, while others seem to struggle their entire lives? Is it luck, talent, or education? According to T. Harv Eker, author of the bestseller Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, the real answer lies inside your head. Your financial life is a direct reflection of your inner world, specifically your money mindset. Many of us carry hidden beliefs about money that we picked up in childhood from our parents, friends, and society. These beliefs quietly run our lives, creating a financial blueprint that keeps us stuck. They dictate how much we earn, save, and invest, often without us even realizing it. But here's the good news: you can change that blueprint. By uncovering these invisible scripts, you can finally rewrite your financial story and unlock the wealth you deserve. We grow up hearing sentences that sound innocent. Sentences spoken by parents, grandparents, teachers, people we loved and trusted. Words that slipped into our minds when they were still fragile and became law, became truth, became limitation. But what if those words were never true? What if your financial life today is nothing more than the echo of stories you never questioned? Today, we expose the most damaging beliefs about money, wealth, and prosperity, beliefs that can imprison people for decades until they finally wake up. T. Harv Eker explains that every human being carries a financial blueprint, a kind of mental software. If your blueprint was programmed with scarcity, guilt, or fear, then no matter how hard you work or how much you try, you will always return to the same financial pattern. But what if we could rewrite that code? Today we begin. Let's start with a classic. Money doesn't grow on trees. This simple phrase teaches us that money is rare, scarce, almost magical. But the truth is, money isn't some mystical object you have to find. Money is a consequence. It's the result of your ideas, your skills, your discipline, and your consistency. Money doesn't grow on trees, no. But it does grow from the seeds you plant every single day. The quality of the seeds you sow, your actions, your habits, your mindset, determines the harvest you reap. The problem isn't that money is scarce. It's that we were taught to plant seeds of scarcity. Here's another one that creates deep-seated conflict. Rich people only get rich by exploiting others. This belief is a prosperity killer. It wraps the idea of wealth in a blanket of guilt. If you believe becoming rich means you have to hurt someone, you'll subconsciously avoid wealth to protect your identity as a good person. But the truth is simple: money follows value. The wealthiest people in the world didn't become wealthy by exploiting. They solved problems at a massive scale. Jeff Bezos didn't exploit you. He made it incredibly easy to buy almost anything online. Steve Jobs didn't exploit you. He created tools that revolutionized how we communicate and work. Value creates wealth, not exploitation. And that brings us to the big one. Money is the root of all evil. This is probably one of the most misunderstood and damaging quotes in history. The full original saying is, "The love of money is the root of all evil." But even then, the popular version has done its damage. Money itself is neutral. It's an amplifier. It just makes you more of what you already are. If you're a generous person, money will make you more generous. If you're an honest person, money will give you the resources to be even more ethical. The truth is, the lack of money causes far more suffering, stress, and desperation in the world than money ever will. Now consider this lie. Wealth is limited if someone wins. Someone else must lose. This turns life into a zero-sum game, a fight for a tiny scrap of pie. But abundance is infinite. Every time a new idea is born, a new book is written, a new invention is created, or a new product is launched, the entire world expands. Wealth isn't a pie that runs out. It's a bakery that can produce an infinite number of pies, in infinite flavors. When someone else succeeds, it doesn't take anything away from you. In fact, it shows you what's possible. How many times have you heard, "You can't have it all"? This belief forces a false choice. It makes people think that to gain prosperity, they must sacrifice their family, their health, or their peace of mind. But true wealth isn't about having a private jet and a yacht and a mansion. Wealth is about having control. Control over your time, control over your choices, control over your energy. It has the freedom to decide what truly matters to you and to build your life around those priorities without being a slave to a paycheck. Then there's the deeply personal belief: I wasn't born to be rich. This frames prosperity as destiny, something written in your DNA. But no one is born with a rich mind or a poor mind. We are born with a blank slate. Your environment, your upbringing, the things you heard, they all wrote the first draft of your beliefs. But you hold the pen now. You can rewrite them. It's a simple but powerful chain reaction. Your thoughts lead to your feelings. Your feelings lead to your actions, and your actions lead to your results. To change the fruit, you have to change the root. And the root is your thinking. And what about this one? It's better to be poor and honest than rich and corrupt. This one is clever because it creates a false link between wealth and immorality. It makes you choose. But your character has nothing to do with your bank account. There are honest rich people and dishonest rich people. There are honest poor people and dishonest poor people. Honesty is a choice. Corruption is a choice. They are independent of wealth. The truth is simple. You can be honest and prosperous. You don't have to choose. This next one is a form of self-sabotage. I don't deserve to be rich. So many people carry this weight. Guilt over past mistakes, a feeling of low self-worth, a belief that they just aren't good enough for abundance. But wealth is not a reward for being perfect. It's a consequence of courage, discipline, and consistency. Everyone deserves the right to rebuild their life, to grow, and to create value. Prosperity isn't a private club with a velvet rope. You are not excluded. You deserve the results of your positive actions. Then there's the fear of social pressure. If I become rich, people will judge me. Let's be honest. People will judge you anyway. They'll judge you if you fail, and they'll judge you if you succeed. They'll judge your car, your clothes, your choices. Since you're going to be judged no matter what, wouldn't you rather be judged for your growth than for your stagnation? Let them judge you while you're building a better life for yourself and your family. Their opinions don't pay your bills. Finally, the ultimate excuse. There is no honest way to get rich. This might be one of the greatest lies ever told. It's a belief that keeps people trapped, thinking the entire system is rigged. But today, more than ever, the digital world has made transparent, ethical wealth creation accessible to everyone. You can start a YouTube channel, write an ebook, create an online course, build an app, or offer a service. Anyone with a good idea and the willingness to work can create honest value and scale it to the world. The problem was never the lack of ethical paths. The problem was the belief that they didn't exist. So I want you to take a moment and just imagine. Imagine removing these beliefs from your mind, one by one. Imagine what it would feel like to live without the guilt, without the fear, without the shame for simply wanting to prosper and provide. Imagine what your life would look like if you stopped sabotaging yourself silently. This small seed of awareness planted today can be the beginning of a completely different future. Remember, money doesn't change people. It reveals who they already were. It amplifies their true character. So the real question isn't, why am I not rich yet? The real question is, which beliefs inside of me are still refusing to let me be? Because the day you change what you believe is the day you begin to change what you live. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content to help you rewrite your story. See you next time.